Hi everyone, my name is Jason and I am the founder and CEO of REL's TheDeepEngine. Our goal here today is to give viewers a concise rundown of what our platform does, what we have so far, and what is planned going forward. So with that said, let's get straight into it. DeepEngine is an online open source platform geared towards education, coding, and project development. Our goal is to allow teachers and users to manage classes, write code, organize projects, and even run these projects in virtual simulation. Our focus will be on building an ecosystem and community like an educational GitHub, where all codes, projects, and content are open source, easily accessible, and shared across the world. Thus, our two key ideas are an open source environment that encourages sharing and content creation, and the gamification of things, where any content you wish to make can be gamified and tested in simulation. Our company, REL, was founded in late 2019. We started off working with universities and K-12 schools in providing STEAM products. Through our experience working with schools, it was clear that innovative creation and the key skills of developing projects is acutely missing in the existing STEAM products of today. So over the course of 2021, we began forming a team around this idea. Currently, we have a team of 5, with our development team located in Finland and our operations team in China. So here, allow me to introduce to you the very early stages of the DeepEngine. On our homepage, we have built out the structure of our user management system, which is based on classes and projects. Students can join a class or project when given a code and directly join in. Besides the common functions of logins, registrations, and the like, we have built out a functional system with the dashboard, student list, class list, and so on. Our aim is to really flush out our design and improve our user experience by adding a large portion of improvements come phase 2. Features like the live viewing function, where teachers can view the actions of all their students. There are tons of minor to major functions in the works that will greatly improve our user experience. Okay, now let's move on to something more interesting. In the end, our platform is about writing code, and so we must provide a great tool to do so. Our whiteboard, or in this case Blackboard, will be a major focus of upgrade come phase 2. But let me show you what it can do so far. As our platform will not only be testing code, but also be running projects, we aim to have multi-functionality at the very start. Currently, we have implemented the ability to run multi-tabs, so that multiple pages of code can be written and managed together. We have the same standard option to run codes like most web-based whiteboards. But we will also have the ability to, let's say, allow a student to run a game they made themselves directly on the platform. What's more, our Blackboard allows you to choose any language you wish to play around with, and the ability to save all your work and manage it through the dashboard. Just like our student management system, the major upgrades and facelift will come phase 2, where we will have multiple functionalities already within the pipelines. Functions like ghostwriting, AI autocorrect, and Magic Pen overlay, just to name a few. Now, let's address the final portion of our platform, our open source library. The goal of our open source library is to be an active resource hub that can be accessed by all users, allowing us to build an ecosystem where content is constantly being produced and shared. For our phase 1 development, we aim to build a basic logic and fill out the meat with more intuitive designs after. When you enter our library, you are currently sorted by the type of work you are doing, either by language or if you are working on a multi-language project. Let's take projects for example. Here, you are immediately brought into a vast array of content where you can browse and load to your own dashboard, either to test, to play with, or to borrow parts for your own new creation. Right now, all you see here are projects created by ourselves, students, and other open source resources. As the community base starts to flourish, our goal is to have content organically produced and shared across the world. As a phase 1, we have built much of the back-end code for our concept, but much more work needs to be done. We aim to flush out the social media and forum functions next, Expect to see more come phase 2. I know that was a lot. And with our platform being raw as it is, perhaps it would be better if we were able to provide a clear user story. Our users to start with are students and teachers. For example, a teacher is teaching a class on programming and is using our content as a means to teach the students. A teacher will have the ability to browse our library or bring in his own works and examples. Let's take, for example, this Python game. The teacher will load the various codes and have the kids write the different parts of the code for the class. Now let's say the class or a particular student is satisfied with his work. He feels it is good enough and would like to publish it. So he will write the description and post it. Once approved, it becomes accessible to all other users. Another user, someone who might be interested or learning something else, might see the game and find it interesting. After reading the description and with a click of a button, he has loaded it to his own project list. He may ask questions of the author. He may work on it himself, or he might even bring it to some friends and pitch it as a game jam to create another version of this game. Once he is done, he can publish it and share it in another cycle. The possibilities are endless along with the content. That is our goal. Finally, we are planning a complete facelift of the platform with a whole new updated look this year. In addition, major quality of life improvements will be implemented to really bring this platform to life. On the open source library side, what you just saw is an alpha version of the community system. And come phase 2, it will be fully implemented and be made ready to go. Come this summer, we aim to begin seeding our users with free accounts and pre-made content. Our aim is to test our functionalities and to start engaging with our seed users to build this ecosystem we speak so much of. We're going to have a very busy next year, but we also believe it will be filled with exciting new challenges. With that said, thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.